You wake up sick. Not normal sick. Wrong sick. Your head burns. Your stomach twists. Your body hurts. Everywhere. Then you feel it. A lump. Under your arm. Hard. Hot. Growing. Yesterday your neighbor had one. Today, he's dead. The house across the street is empty. Nobody knocked. Nobody checked. People stop asking questions when enough bodies appear. You are 27 years old. It is 1347. And something is coming for everyone. You are not here to cure anyone. That would be impossible. You are here to survive. They call you a doctor, which sounds impressive until you realize nobody knows what this sickness actually is. Not the priests, not the kings, not you. You wear waxed robes because people think disease sticks to skin. Gloves. Boots. A mask with a beak stuffed full of flowers and herbs. Mint. Rose petals. Lavender. Not because it works. Because people think death travels through bad smells. The streets of Europe smell very bad right now. Rotting food. Human waste. Smoke. Dead animals. And increasingly, dead people. Yesterday you saw one body. Today you saw 12. Tomorrow will be worse. Before this, people still died. All the time. A cut gets infected. You die. Bad food. You die. Winter too cold. Bad harvest. Fever. Childbirth. Death is normal here. As a doctor, you do what doctors do in 1347. Herbs. Oils. Leeches. Prayers. Sometimes bloodletting. Because maybe the sickness leaves with the blood. Sometimes it works. Usually. They die anyway. But this feels different. Too many patients. Too quickly. Entire houses getting sick at once. Fathers. Mothers. Children. You stop asking when it will end. You start asking what this thing wants. Then the ships arrive. Not unusual. Ships always arrive, bringing silk, spices, wine, and grain. Life arrives by ship. But this time, something else arrives too. The first rumors sound ridiculous. A port city filled with sick sailors, men collapsing in the streets, black swellings under their arms, blood in their lungs, and fevers so hot they lose their minds. Nobody panics yet. Cities are always full of rumors. Yet these keep moving. Port to port, town to town. Faster than they should. Soon you hear about a family dead in 3 days, then 20 people, then entire streets. Merchants stop traveling. Churches fill up. Graveyards run out of space. Something invisible is moving through Europe, and wherever it stops, people stop breathing. You still don't understand what causes it. Nobody does. But one thing becomes very clear. When the rats arrive, death usually arrives first. Then you finally see it up close. A man in his 20s, strong, healthy, completely fine just 3 days ago. Now he can't stand. His skin burns hot. He shakes so hard the bed rattles beneath him, and he says his head feels like it's splitting open. Then he coughs. Blood. More blood. You've seen sickness before, but this is different. Then you notice the swelling, under the arm, near the neck, between the legs. Black lumps painful enough to make grown men scream. Some grow as large as apples, others burst open, and the smell stays with you forever. Fever comes first, then confusion, then panic. People start saying strange things, talking to ghosts, praying, crying, begging God to explain what they did wrong. Most never get an answer. Some die in 2 days, some in 1. Entire families vanish before the week ends. You stop trying to save everyone. There are too many. So you start doing something worse. You start guessing who still has time left. Then something worse happens. People begin to lose trust in one another. A cough fills the air with fear. A fever becomes a warning. If your neighbor seems ill, you keep your distance. If someone in your own family falls sick, some choose to leave. Not out of cruelty, but simply out of fear. Doors are locked everywhere. Families stay shut inside their homes, windows sealed. The church calls on everyone to pray, and they pray with all their strength. Churches become overcrowded. Bells ring without stopping. Priests move from house to house offering prayers. Soon even the priests begin to fall ill. Graveyards fill rapidly, and before long there is no more space. Some cities stop counting the dead because the numbers have become overwhelming. You pass by silent homes where entire families have been lost. The air grows heavy with sorrow. Then people stop counting days, because every day feels the same. Someone gets sick, someone dies, and the cycle repeats. Streets that once felt crowded now stand empty. Markets shrink, shops remain closed, and entire homes sit untouched for weeks. Nobody wants to go inside. Sometimes you still hear faint movement. A weak cough, soft crying, or a voice too frail to open the door. Other times, there is only silence. You stop recognizing faces, because the familiar ones have vanished. The baker, the priest, the man who sold bread, the child who once played in the street. Some towns lose half their people. Others lose even more. In certain places, entire villages simply disappear. Fields lie untended because no one remains to work them. Animals wander alone while houses slowly collapse into silence. You stop asking who died. The better question becomes, who is still alive? Then one morning you realize something strange. The church bells have stopped. Not because people stopped dying, but because nobody is left to ring them. Slowly, it begins to fade. Not completely. Not all at once, but there are fewer sick, fewer bodies, and fewer desperate knocks in the middle of the night. You survive. Somehow. It feels like luck until you see what remains. Entire streets empty. Houses abandoned. Farms untouched. Some families disappear so completely, it becomes hard to remember they were ever there. The smell eventually fades, but the silence does not. Europe has lost millions. Nobody knows the exact number, and the strangest part is that you still don't understand what happened. You survive, still wearing the mask, still checking houses, still waiting for the next knock at the door, because nobody knows if it's truly over. Welcome to 1347. Quite possibly the worst year to be alive.